Yo, what's going on to all my big steppers and all my ball kings out there? It's a Sunday morning. It's pretty rainy outside where I'm at. But I woke up this morning because I saw comments being posted on the YouTube channel last night while I was, at a little event doing what I'm doing at nighttime. But I saw some comments that really kind of had me feeling away a little bit.
Like YOLO wanted to tell you, accept yourself. You don't have to prove shit to no one, accept yourself. And if you
And starting with this one, so there were two comments, well, about four of them, but this is the first one, then I'll get to the next one. And I'm gonna address this flat and simple. So faithfully, you guys can see this and I don't have to keep talking about it. But it did make me feel away, so we got to just go ahead and address it right now. Bruh said, but you're not bald. And for reference, this is on the video that I just released on the Going Bald is Humbling video. I was reacting to a guy in his car talking about how going bald is humbling. Anyway, this is what the people said, right? So I believe this is a guy right here. It said Bros, Bush Bros. So I believe this is a guy. He says, but you're not bald. I'm confused. You have hair. You just got a haircut, my dog. You don't understand his pain. No disrespect. Which I saw that and I was like, okay, no disrespect. But then I see a couple minutes later, another one pop up. And he say, and then you clearly choosing to cut your hair low. So if you're going for a bald look, we still see it's by choice because of your hair follicles. Laugh out loud. He's going bald. He doesn't want to be bald. It's different. You have hair and choosing to be bald. That's what I'm talking about. So we said that's what I'm taking. That's what we're talking about. But that being said, so for one, bro clearly didn't look back at the channel, guys. I just want to address this. Like I said, I hope I don't have to keep talking about it. But for one, I don't know if you guys know what it took for me to even get to this point in my content to be able to talk about baldness and to be able to talk about balding and to be able to talk about things that's something I lived. So something that was really sensitive to me. Regardless of any video I do, and I understand, I appreciate you guys coming into the community and, we're growing. I appreciate all of that. But I just want you guys to know that, you still can't take away my real life experience. You feel me? So right here, what you guys see is an SMP. The SMP I got looks really good. It looks natural. To be transparent with you, when I'm out on a day-to-day basis, most people do think like him. Meaning like, they're like, bro, you got or they don't say SMP, but you got a low cut. I've had girls be like, why you cut your hair long? I feel like you look good with long, or why you cut your hair short? I feel like you'll look good with long hair too. Like, why you cut your hair short? So yeah, they do look at it like I chose the life of just having a low cut, but that's not the reality. If you just look back at my content, I've been doing YouTube since 2020, guys. If you look back over my content, there was a period of time where I was 21 years old, 21 to like 21 years old. And I had to address me going bald within my content. So I had to address and actually talk about, the balding that I was seeing, because every time I uploaded a video, which by that time, my upload schedule was like dang near every day I upload a video. But every day I uploaded a video, I kept noticing my hairline growing back. And it's like I was taking showers and my hair follicles was falling, my hair was falling out. I had like really long curly hair. So every time I take a shower, I'm thinking I'm just stressing, which I was going through a lot of things in my life at that time. So I know some of it was stress, but at the same time, I felt like it was like, all right, it's going to grow back. It's going to grow back. Once I noticed it wasn't growing back, once I noticed I wasn't just losing hair like up here, because that's the hair that usually grew back, right? Sometimes I go through like a shedding season, it'll grow back. I comb my hair out in the shower, whatever. I'm not about to get into all that. But what I'm saying is, once I noticed that my hairline was going back, that's when it became apparent, which is why you guys saw the first video I ever did, which I addressed me balding at like 20 or 21 years old when I'm in the bathroom, right? And then if you look through the content again, you'll see that I stopped talking about the baldness. The only reason, if you watch the video, the only reason I addressed it is because literally I saw myself balding, and that was not a good feeling. Forget the look. It wasn't a good feeling knowing that as I strive to complete my goals of getting monetized on YouTube and grow my YouTube community, that I also have to face every single day that my hair is balding. That sucked. So it's videos like this comments like this that really aggravate me just a little bit, only because, you guys haven't lived my life. You don't know my life experience. And if you're just, joining the journey at this stage, I appreciate it. But at the same time, there's so much that you missed, that you weren't even able to see my transformation. And I believe that, people that has been rocking with me since the beginning, since 2020, when we first started the YouTube channel, or 2021, those people can really see my transformation, because I wouldn't even want to talk about stuff like this when I was really going through it and I didn't have and I wasn't able to rationalize exactly what I was going through, right? So I was going through it, but I wasn't able to just make terms with it and make peace with it. I'm at a stage in my life now where, I'm 27 years old and I've done a lot of different things through content, but I realized that the thing that really affects people or the thing that really connects with people the most is when I discussed confidence and how hair loss impacts men and also women out there. I noticed, we got like 20%, 21% women watch our videos, which could be for various reasons. But that being said, I noticed that this was the most impactful from a real world perspective as far as how it made people feel, because I looked at the video views and the views on those videos grew a lot. So that's it, man. I'm not going to keep addressing this. I understand that maybe on each video, I may need to say it in the beginning, like, yes, I have an SMP. But if you guys think for 1 second that I don't understand what the balding and the bald community is going through, then you just haven't walked a mile in my shoes. You haven't spent a minute in them, guys. Like, I went through being balding at 20, bro, like 19 years old, balding. I seen people who were like, I guess you can say attracted to me, lose attraction to me, which I know that may sound vain or superficial, but it really does make a difference when you a guy that's, at one point in time, you're defined by your hair, and you notice people that were easily attracted to you kind of like not be attracted to you that much. And I know some of you guys may not have had that problem, right? So you don't even know what I'm talking about. Maybe when you had hair, you still wasn't getting girls. But I ain't trying to cut you up, but that's a fact. If you a guy and you notice like your stock and your ratio kind of drops down a little bit for something you can't control, being hair loss, bro, that really does affect you. Be it if you're in a relationship or not in a relationship, right? I noticed when I was in a relationship how my person at the time started treating me differently when I started losing hair. So it's like, bro, don't say comments like this, because all it does do is like, and I appreciate the no disrespect, but when you come back and say I clearly chose to cut my hair low, guys, I chose the SMP look because I didn't want to be looking like I was 40 years old when I was 21. There was a point in time in my life when I was freaking 20 years old, not getting ID'd for alcohol. I was mad. Bro, I was 20 years old and I wasn't getting ID for alcohol, bro. And I've always had a mature personality, and my energy has always been mature, even when I had longer hair, right? So I was always carrying myself in a mature fashion where you may not really know how old I am. But when it became physically apparent, that really did aggravate me. When I'm buying alcohol at 20 years old and the guy is like, "Oh yeah, you're fine. You're under 40, right?" Yeah, I'm under 40. But like, nigga, my 21st birthday ain't hit yet, bro. But whatever. I appreciate it, I guess. But all I'm saying is, man, like, and that's why I had to kind of go off on this. I feel like you guys had a little bit of backstory and faithfully a bit more understanding. But no, man, if there's anybody that get it and there's anybody that understand, it's me. And for you guys, it may be like, well, you pay for the SMP. Guys, understand that I had to, grind to even get an SMP from somebody reputable that I appreciated, their services, and that I knew it was going to turn out good. So it's like I went through real life to be able to get to the point that I'm at, to be able to talk about balding in an open manner. So don't discount the years that you didn't see what I was going through internally, that you see me now and I'm just talking about it on camera and I'm able to laugh about it, because now I'm at a place of acceptance where, like I said, I'm 27 years old. Most of you guys, if you're going bald under 25, you're going to get to a place of acceptance. So the faster you get there, which it can't just happen by watching a YouTube video. You have to experience some things in your real life. You have to be denied a couple times because you don't have hair. You have to watch how people treat you differently when you add hair and when you don't have hair. You have to be able to grow within yourself to be able to look yourself in the mirror and understand that you're still valuable despite your hair. So it's like a lot of things that I went to even get to this point. So don't disrespect me, even though you say no disrespect. For all you guys watching, don't disrespect me and say I don't understand the struggle of balding. All right, because if there's anybody that get it, it's me. Probably a little bit more than you. No disrespect to you, but probably more than you, because you don't have 5 years of YouTube channel experience where you can go back 5 years and see if you having hair, and then fast forward 5 years and see that you're actually balding. Like, that's a big thing to really be able to face. That's why I applauded the bro for being able to make that video about him, you know what I'm saying, balding is humbling. He was even transparent about he used to make fun of people about being bald, and now he doesn't make fun of people anymore. So that's it, man. I ain't about to go too much into it. But look, I had to address that. I had to address that comment, and I'm gonna go ahead and address another one right up at this, man. But until next time, bro, as always, y'all boys know what to do. Get the stepping, get the stepping, get the stepping.